About that line with sorry, can you go?
No, you go ahead.
Talking about that line with Dupuis and Colby, they think they came really well with that last night.
Yeah, they did. You know, it certainly helps with Steckel winning the faceoffs. In those situations, you get to dictate the play, and you're more proactive than reactive. And they established forecheck, and those guys did a good job defending, and in particular, Steckel and Dupuis did a great job penalty killing.
How do the wingers help a centerman win the faceoff? Like, what do they have to do to improve his percentage and his effectiveness?
Well, get in and win this, what we call them secondary battles, where it's a kind of a draw and a tie, or the puck is behind your center, behind theirs, or in somebody's feet, and getting back and pushing it to our advantage somewhere, to a defenseman or to a quiet area where we can recover the puck. And that's something that we really have to work on. But in general, Steckel was pretty much winning faceoffs on his own. He wins them clean, and out you go.
Focus appeared today was getting better in the neutral zone and eliminating mistakes. You seem to stress that.
Yeah, you know, we have to understand that teams know what our strengths are, and one of our strengths is our counterattack and speed ability through the neutral zone. And if they clog it up, we've got to have a plan B, which is getting pucks in deep. And we aren't a big team, so our forechecking has to be a lot more deliberate than maybe another team with more size. So we're working every day on improving ourselves on our forecheck as well.
Tim didn't seem too optimistic today. Does he need like a full week, full contact to really get himself?
Well, it's more about overcoming the injury that he has. It's not about being in body contact. We're going to avoid that until he feels better, and so another week and he should be ready to go.
What about Nazem? Got out there a little this morning.
He's just he's still probably a couple of weeks away, and you know, in his case, he's a young guy. He'd more than likely have to play a few games with the Marlies to get his timing back. He only played a couple for us in the preseason, and if we can get him games somewhere, I think that's it behooves us, because it wouldn't affect our roster situation.
Do you anticipate we might see Colton make his debut?
He'd probably play tomorrow night. If you saw, he was on in the Rose Hill spot from last night, so he's probably going to play tomorrow night.
How important was that fourth line energy in getting you guys turned around last night?
Well, Brownie got some big hits, and Rosie did too, and you know, I think Lombardi was skating well all night long and getting himself more and more involved, and that's without scoring the shorthanded goal. Those guys had an impact on the game in terms of providing energy when we needed it.
Quick thought on the Sens tomorrow? You had a chance to see them in the preseason,
No, the Sens are going to work hard and play similarly as Montreal, clog up the neutral zone. We've got to be aware of that and play accordingly.
Have you had a face-off specialist before as a coach that you've used?
Well, we use Keith Oct. At the end of the day, you've got to have guys who are capable of winning face-offs, and that's exactly what Steckel brings. He's playing it simple since the day he came into the league. He's been one of the best face-off players. So we help as much as possible the centers understand the strengths and weaknesses of the guys that they're playing against. And but at the end of the day, every year it's the same guys who are at the top of the list for winning face-offs, and some of them we're lucky that David was available in the past. That, you know, when you were playing Carolina, you knew you weren't going to beat Rod Brindamore. He was going to win face-offs, and had nothing to do with coaching. It's just something he's good at.
I guess what I mean is, have you used a guy like that before, where you put him out just for a defensive zone draw and then pull him off right away?
I haven't had so much that in my career as a coach, where we had one guy you knew was going to win at least 60-65%. So we're going to do that. It's so important to have possession of the puck, especially for our team, and in particular when you're killing penalties. If you win the face-off, you've killed 30 seconds of the power play.